Hello, my Fly Mickey friends, and welcome to the latest news from the world of Disney. And on this week's episode, it's another week of AP confusion at Disneyland Paris. Stuntronics steal the show at the Avengers campus in California. And Disney Plus reveals the launch date for MCU's new Loki series. Now, before we take a look at this week's news update, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and click the bell icon to stay in the know about all things Disney. So first up, and just as we were getting our heads around the new annual pass holder requirements for the reopening of Disneyland Paris on June the 17th, a virtual meltdown of the reservation IT system has turned what was a single episode drama into a full-blown movie saga which could rival Star Wars. So first we had the open house approach to the park reservation system, which resulted in pretty much every date across the summer season up to the end of September being fully booked up within minutes, as there was literally no criteria or limitations in place. Thus, this angered the AP holders and open-ended ticket bearers from previously cancelled holidays who were just simply not able to reserve a spot. So to rectify this complication, Disney announced it was limiting all annual pass holders to holding a maximum of 3 reservations at any one time, and that from June the 3rd, anything over that would automatically be cancelled. That's if the holder hadn't done it themselves beforehand. Well, this too angered the APs even more, who had booked their travel and accommodation based on the original opening policy, with many now being unable to get refunds or make changes to their holiday bookings. It was, however, noted at this point that there was a way to circumvent the maximum allocation issue, and that was if you simply booked a room-only deal at one of the on-site Disney brand hotels, where those entrances don't count towards your 3. Therefore, you could in theory stay 4, 5, 6, 7 plus days. But as a lot of APs choose to stay off-site because it's usually more cost-effective, this wasn't much of a perk to having an annual pass. Which kind of brings us on to the last few days and a new plot twist in this ongoing reservation saga. And DLP Report on Twitter announced that due to a huge meltdown in the Disneyland Paris AP database, some AP numbers are going to be changed, and those holders would need to pick up a new card on entry to the parks during their next visit, and that any and all privileged tickets that have been booked up until this point are going to be cancelled as well and would need to be booked again from June the 9th on a brand new website. Now, not all AP holders appear to have received this really important email. That includes us, and there has been very little other information communicated via Disney directly regarding these changes, except to say watch their official channels for updates. So at time of recording, there has been no further updates on the new AP website address to go to, and the old annual pass site no longer works. And while park reservations appear untouched for the annual pass holder themselves, the future of their friends and family access to the parks via the privileged ticket options very much hangs in the balance. If this issue affects you, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. So a couple of news stories for you this week from the Walt Disney World Resort, and starting off with the news that from Saturday just gone, Florida lifted all its mask mandates. Orange County's Florida Mayor Jerry Demings announced that he would be lifting all COVID-19 restrictions, including mask mandates and physical distancing rules, from Saturday the 5th of June. This announcement came only a matter of days after reports indicated that Orange County had achieved an 11-day COVID positive rate below 5%, and that they merely needed to wait until 14 days had been reached before making any new changes. Well, 14 days is now up, and it would appear that the rate stayed below 5%, and this popular holiday destination is edging ever closer to returning to normality. Universal Studios was the first to remove most of their mask-wearing policies and physical distancing rules for vaccinated guests, with Walt Disney World having just updated its own policy as they continue to reevaluate the park's protocols. As you can see from this official website screenshot, the language has been changed to all indoor theatres instead of the previous all theatres. Well, as we know, not every theatre at Walt Disney World is in fact indoors. There are many outdoor theatres, so this minor change might just be the start of something much bigger for the resort, following on from the Orange County announcement. But at this time, Disney World has not stated if they will be lifting all face mask protocols, but of course we'll keep you updated as and when that information comes in. Now, Walt Disney World shared new details this week, just gone, of its new Halloween event coming to the Magic Kingdom called Disney's After Hours Boo Bash. The new Halloween event will begin on October the 10th and will run through the Halloween season on selected nights, with Disney saying that the tickets for the 3-hour event will go on sale from June the 15th and can be purchased online. Now, tickets will start from $129, that's approximately £90. Of course, you've got to include tax as well for the August and September nights. Then it'll be $159 plus tax, that's around 115-ish of the Great British Pound for the October nights. But of course, the big night itself, October the 31st, has a much scarier price tag to it at $199 plus tax. That's around 140 in our ye old British coinage. Disney annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members can take advantage of a $10 discount for event nights in August and September only. But what entertainment lineups can you expect for your buck at this new Halloween event? Well, guess we'll be able to see some Halloween-themed cavalcades, which will include Mickey's Happy Halloween Cavalcade, Disney's Villains Halloween Cavalcade, Jack's Nightmare Cavalcade, and Maleficent's Fire-Breathing Dragon, yes, you guessed it, Cavalcade. But there's also going to be some select complimentary snacks like ice cream novelties and popcorn available as well, plus some selected drinks throughout the night that's included in the cost of your ticket, with some new exciting food and beverage offerings being available as well, like the apple cider-inspired Apple Ginger Dale frozen drinks and the all-new Foolish Mortal Funnel Cake too. But one of the most fun things about going to a Halloween event, of course, is getting dressed up, and guests of all ages are encouraged to come in costume for this occasion at the Magic Kingdom and grab some candy at all the stops around the theme park. But Disney does say that costume masks are not permitted for adults, but they can be worn by children younger than 14. Disney's After Hour Boo Bash tickets will grant admission to the Magic Kingdom as early as 7 p.m. without the need for a Disney Park ticket or a Disney Park Pass reservation in advance. This is great news, and it gives a guest a lot more time to enjoy their favourite attractions. Walt Disney World plans to share a lot more information about this new event in the coming months, and of course, we'll keep you up to date as and when. So at last, the Avengers campus, the brand new expansion at Disneyland Resort in California, has officially opened. The new area within Disney's California Adventure theme park replaces Bugs Land and includes the existing Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And it has a new Spider-Man attraction, a dining area called Pym Test Kitchen, and a portal to Doctor Strange's Sanctuary. And for a lot of Disney fans, we've waited oh so long for this new land to open, as it was originally planned for July of 2022, but the coronavirus pandemic closed the California theme parks and it's been postponed to opening until now. But of course, the wait is over and the land is open, and for you Disneyland Paris fans, you're going to get a glimpse inside what will be coming to your very own version of Avengers Campus from next year. It's a pretty cool, immersive new land, and at its heart is the Avengers facility. That's the home of the Marvel's most powerful heroes, and in addition to the Guardians of the Galaxy Drop Lift Dark Ride, the new Web Slingers attraction invites you to take out a new vehicle that gives you, the new superhero hires, the same web slinging abilities as Peter Parker himself to recover the Spider-Bots that have been unleashed on the city. But what's even cooler in this land is the innovation in technology that really makes it a truly unique place. While Anthony Mackie and Paul Rudd proved to be a captivating force at the grand opening of Avengers Campus last week, the real star of the show was actually a robot. Disney's Imagineers have designed a Spider-Man Stunttronics robot that can leap high into the sky and over buildings in a human-like form before achieving a perfect landing every time. That's truly impressive to anybody that's watching on. The new robot Acrobat, which can perform such high-flying aerial stunts as a single or a double backflip in graceful and, more importantly, safe form, could well be the future of action movies, as they have the potential to alleviate the strain on human performers. While the technology was developed for Disney-themed attractions, there has been much speculation that they could be drafted in to being used on more movie productions. Stuntman Bobby Holland-Hanton, who has worked with Chris Hemsworth over the past decade, had previously shared his belief that the employment of stunt robots on film sets could improve efficiency, saying that while they rehearse a movie, they build up a stunt in increments, slowly building from the initial to the final product. So they could potentially save time by introducing a robot to test the stunt out first, to the point where the professional can replace the Stunttronic with a stunt double. And we'd love to know your thoughts on the new Spider-Man Stunttronic in the comments below. And finally, fans desperate to see Tom Hiddleston as the God of Mischief again in the forthcoming Loki series will be pleased to know that an official release date and schedule for Disney Plus have finally been released. That void between Marvel series on Disney Plus is slowly shrinking, with Tom Hiddleston's Loki set to arrive on June the 9th. And with less than a week to go, those promo clips online are generating a huge hype. The first episode of Loki will hit on a Wednesday, mysteriously 2 days earlier than had previously been scheduled, with the first season consisting of 6 episodes released 1 week after another, and with an expected runtime between 40 and 50 minutes per episode. Plus, a second season is already in development before critics and fans alike get a chance to see season 1. But what will be in the epic first outing for this new addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, the series addresses a timey-wimey issue raised in Avengers Endgame, where an alternative version of Loki steals the Tesseract and creates a whole new timeline. Ultimately, he ends up in the exquisitely designed organisation known as the Time Variance Authority, where the Timekeepers, including Owen Wilson's Mobius, enlist Loki's help in sorting out the mess that he left behind. And for fans of all things Disney movie and TV related, don't forget to check out another Disney podcast, as a brand new Disney Plus show is due to drop in July. Links to the podcast are in the description below. And that's it for this week's news update. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at FlyMickeyTravel, and now join us on the Clubhouse app at the Disney Travel Club, so you'll never miss out on the magic moments from the world of Disney. And all that's left to say is have a flinging good day.